SoFi stock closed the session of Friday, the 19th of September, with a gain of 5.05%. Intraday high in that session, $29.63. The underlying trend, the strongly bullish one. The extrapolation is saying that it may maintain the strength it has currently up till Thursday, the 25th of September. Then after that, we may go into a consolidation. Projections are saying nothing very much to the upside. Yeah, just a slight upper projection here, going by this $29.77 projection. But if we look at the weekly chart, we may have other projections. So the price pressure momentum. Let's see what it's saying down here. Yeah, look at the 10 and 21 day moving averages in trend mode. Okay, and the nothing here is negative at all. Yeah, nothing at all is negative here. Let's see what we have on the 4 hour chart. Sorry, weekly chart. On the weekly chart, do we have anything to the upside? No, 28.68 is not an upper projection as things stand right now. 22.76, no. Okay, let's have a look at the monthly chart. Nothing to the upside, 18.08, but we may be able to find, maybe if we look at the minute charts, we may be able to find something, but let's have a look at the 4 hour chart first of all. Okay, I think we do. We have just slight premium to the current levels, 30.05, 30.73, and indeed a downward projection of 28.97. Extrapolation is saying that it's going to contract somewhat up till Wednesday the 24th, and then by the same day as well, the uptrend may resume. Price pressure momentum is saying everything is in a strong trend mode. Yeah, everything is, and nothing here is negative. So we could also apply the market grid to give us the trading range. The stock is, if you like, expected to trade within, especially given that it wasn't volatile, wasn't that volatile yesterday, the 19th. So the range is between 28.77 and 30.27. Just a slight premium to, yeah, this intraday high of 29.63. Let's go back to the daily chart and see. On the daily chart, we have 29.47. Okay, between 26.75 and 29.47. So as a matter of fact, it's actually trading outside of that market grid because it closed at 29.53. So yes, it does. That indicates that there's a good chance he may continue to print high prices before he pulls back. Yeah, I think that is what may happen. Yeah. So we'll go and have a look at the weekly chart to see if the 1 minute chart to see if I wouldn't maybe just the minute chart to see if it printed any more ambitious projections. It's not that volatile, not the penny, not that a volatile stock. So, but we'll see anyway. And let's see what we have here: 29.49, 29.52. That's just a tiny premium. 29.4. Yeah, I wasn't really expecting to see much by way of projections. 29.49. Nothing ambitious. We've already seen I mean the projections we saw on the 4 hour chart already ambitious. Okay, I really don't think we're going to see anything here. Okay, yeah, we'd have 30.24. I think we've already seen such projections. 30.1. Okay, so yeah, so I mean, of course, SoFi is a financial institution, and the recent monetary issues that's been going on surely does affect it. So let's listen to what's going on and the sentiments of analysts.
SoFi was trending as of Friday, September 19th, amid mounting optimism over recent and anticipated interest rate cuts, together with speculation that it may soon be included in the S&P 500, both of which are seen by many in the community as possible triggers for significant upside. This is still talk of a short squeeze, especially given elevated short interest and strong trading volume. Key themes in the community debate: resistance versus breakout. Many traders are watching a key resistance zone near recent highs and wondering if SoFi can break through decisively to establish fresh all time highs. The counter argument is that after recent gains, profit taking could kick in, leading to a pullback towards support zones. S&P 500 inclusion expectations. Some believe inclusion would force institutional inflows. Index funds, ETFs that track the S&P 500, which could provide a major boost. Others caution that there's no guarantee of inclusion, so betting on that is risky and should be weighed with other factors: rate cuts and macro tailwinds. If rates decline, borrowing costs decrease, which may boost lending volumes and consumer demand. Optimist argues SoFi is positioned to benefit more than many peers thanks to a diversified fintech banking platform. Skeptics point out that macroeconomic risks or slower than expected rate cuts could dampen enthusiasm. Short squeeze potential. Because there appears to be significant short interest, any positive surprise, earnings, regulatory, or macro, could trigger a squeeze upward, accelerating a rally. On the flip side, if the stock fails to give impetus, short sellers may remain entrenched. Analyst views and recent financials. Here are several relevant analyst comments, estimates, and financial data points that are coloring the debate. 1. Recent earnings and member growth. In its Q2 2025 earnings, SoFi beat expectations. Adjusted earnings per share came in at $0.08 versus $0.06 expected. Net revenue rose 44% year over year to about $858 million, beating $804 million estimates. Membership growth was strong. 850,000 new members added in Q2, bringing total members to 11.7 million. The company raised its full year 2025 guidance, expecting $3.375 billion in net revenue. 2. Analyst expectations and price targets. Consensus target and rating. As of various reports, the consensus among analysts is more cautious, generally a hold rating. Price targets, there is a wide spread. The average 12-month price target is in the low 20s, $20 to $21 per several sources. One of the higher recent targets is $31, though that is viewed more bullish or outlier. Valuation concerns. Some analysts have warned that SoFi may be overvalued relative to its peers, given its growth expectations, high valuation multiples, and sustainability of growth. For example, KBW cut its rating in early 2025 to underperform, citing a price target that was significantly below then current prices and concerns around high valuation. 3. Analysts' bullish arguments. The non interest income, fee income, loan platform business, etc., has been a strong contributor and is expected to grow. Some analysts believe SoFi's expanding product mix, personal loans, banking, possible future expansion in alternative investments, and crypto and blockchain services could deliver upside if execution remains strong. 4. Analysts' bearish or caution views. The risk of slowing growth in the back half of the year was flagged. Even with strong first half performance, some guidance suggests a less steep growth curve ahead. Concerns over valuation stretch, especially if expected earnings growth doesn't materialize or macro conditions deteriorate. If rate cuts are delayed or interest margins compress, that could weigh. Integrated view and what traders are saying. Putting it together, many in the community are painting a scenario like this. Base case. SoFi continues to rally modestly, maybe clearing resistance, especially if S&P inclusion is announced or strongly implied. Gains likely tempered if the market environment turns cautious or rate cut expectations are pushed back. Bull case. A breakout past resistance, inclusion in the S&P 500, positive earnings surprises, rate cut tailwinds, and possibly a short squeeze could push toward new highs. Some bulls view current levels as an entry point for that. Bear case. Failure to break resistance leads to profit taking. Valuations seen as excessive may prompt analyst downgrades. Macroeconomic headwinds, slow rate cuts, inflation, and tighter credit could trigger a pullback. Also, S&P inclusion, while hopeful, might not happen or may be priced in already.
Okay, thank you very much for watching this video.